What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt's Wrestling Recap. Let's get right into a very entertaining episode of Monday Night Raw, one of the better ones I've seen in quite a while. What did you think of the show, Matthew?
I think it was good. So we have the draft that's coming right up. Let me fix myself a little bit here. So we have the draft that's coming up within the next, I think, 2 weeks. There's a lot of build to nothing. You know what I mean? It's either they start building stars who they know are going to be on the same roster and start a feud, maybe, but it didn't seem like that besides maybe just a few. But we'll get into that as well. But you know what? It was a good Raw, man. Booking was okay. And you know what? We're 2 weeks away from the draft and Backlash. So you know what? I can't I really can't complain. Because everybody they have something to complain about. But how about you kick off the way that we do things here? Let's have you kick off the way Raw opened up.
Yeah, absolutely. A hot start, man, with the Usos coming out, talking about how they're going to take down Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, saying that they're going to take those titles off them, saying we're the ones, getting that crowd pop off hot. And all of a sudden, we have the Judgment Day come out as well, man, creating a pretty dominable force. And,
Mm,
that what is it? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. And
that's right.
that's exactly what we saw, man. The crowd was absolutely loving this. I know you and I were texting back and forth saying like what a feud this could potentially be.
We did, yeah, no, we did see Rhea Ripley and Solo Sikoa face off, so that was kind of cool, you know what I mean? Um,
Absolutely.
but we did actually get the Judgment Day later on in the night, taking on the new Undisputed Tag Team champions, excuse me, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn alongside Riddle. So that was our main event. So Judgment Day was to take place and take care of that problem for the Usos tonight. So we'll see if that actually happened. It was a good main event, but let's not spoil it quite yet as we head to our next matchup, a quick altercation, and then we got Rey Mysterio versus Solo Sikoa. So right after our first segment, we swung right into a matchup. I didn't expect anything crazy here, but you know what? We got a decent match. The Bloodline upheld their end of the deal with the Judgment Day, man. Post-match beatdown actually left LWO lying, and that's what gave us Solo Sikoa and Rey Mysterio. Sikoa defeated Mysterio. You know what? It's not like I didn't expect that, or if there was going to be a fishy type of finish to it. But a good victory for Solo Sikoa, and he's just an unstoppable force, even taking down a Hall of Famer. I think he's probably one of the biggest threat to Roman Reigns if there is anybody on this roster.
Yeah, that turn could be monumental. Let's just talk about, man. It was a great start off to the show, man. Kicking it off with the Bloodline and Judgment Day kind of creating a faction
Mm.
of their own there, and then leading right into a great match with Rey Mysterio and Solo Sikoa. I thought it was absolutely perfect having the LWO come
Yeah.
out. I
I
really
mean, it was
like
perfect to see
talking
the
about that.
Usos, even distract Rey Mysterio until Joaquin Wild, Cruz del Toro, and Escobar jumped the guardrail, wiping them out. Even though Sikoa took the W, it's good to see LWO and Rey Mysterio, kind of get in the fray with that too. So we have four big tag teams, on Raw, and it's very well played out, and it makes me feel good to see all these teams because they're big deals.
Taking center stage for sure, man. Love to see
Oh,
it.
absolutely. Now, let's talk about center stage. A quick backstage altercation. Chad Gable and Maxine Dupree continue to fight their attention for Otis. So I don't know how long this is going to go on, but I don't really mind it. Even though we saw Chelsea Green with the matchup later tonight with Sonya Deville, so we'll get to that. But next up was an advertised matchup that a lot of people were excited about: Dakota Kai versus Bianca Belair. Now, let's just say Io Sky just as of late phenomenal. So now let's see what Dakota Kai has, and especially Bailey. I think we're slowly seeing that dissension. Bailey paced back and forth, kind of appeared to be frustrated and even annoyed that Kai could not put away Bianca Belair. And I mean, I didn't expect that. So I don't know. Is this where it's kind of cracking more cracks in the foundation? She was very displeased with you know, seeing that. And could this suggest that damage control could possibly be no more before, things freshen up and Kai and Sky could be on their ways as single competitors? Not really sure. Don't know if the draft is going to do that, but I have a feeling they're not going to just take them apart. I think we're going to see a feud between Bailey and at least one member of damage control. But even if they do take them apart, I mean, I certainly have had enough of damage control.
Yeah, me too. You know what? Uh, Bianca Belair just continuing her dominance, winning the match with a beautiful KOD. So she's on the bigger and better things. And I think the night was as well. So let's keep moving right along.
Hmm. Let's move along. Cody Rhodes facing off with Brock Lesnar. Quick square off, I guess you could say. I think it was an A segment, you know. The fire shown by Rhodes, he's just pissed off. It ended up creating chaos. He didn't actually touch Brock Lesnar. Neither men touched each other. Just a stare down, and there were security guards. It got crazy, but Lesnar played the role as an antagonist tonight and getting in the heads of Cody Rhodes. But Cody Rhodes just wants to take down the beast at Backlash. Cody Rhodes just attacking security guards, had a steel chair, all that stuff. But you know what? It got me even more excited, and that's all that matters.
If
And there was one thing Cody Rhodes says to Brock Lesnar, "You're not a cowboy, you're a coward." So I think he kind of put an exclamation point on that segment there. But it was weird seeing Brock Lesnar dressed the way he was. I got weird vibes from that, but Brock Lesnar dressed the way he was. If you guys see it online, you'll definitely see it on Twitter. But that's a man you don't want to mess with the way that Brock dressed. He dressed like he was dressed as the Undertaker. I don't know, it was weird.
It fired up Cody Rhodes tonight for
Mm.
sure, though. Saying that he wants to take down the beast, saying he doesn't know what real cowboys are, man. That he grew up with real cowboys, and they actually made that match official for Backlash
They
later in the
did.
night. So I'm excited for it for
I
sure.
mean, I think we all expected what was coming too, especially Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Riddle versus the Usos. That was also made official too. Let's talk about what was certainly official next. Seth Rollins versus The Miz. Not really sure how we got here, you know what I mean? But we could certainly tell there's a little bit of filler throughout the night. But you know what? We have a draft coming up, so it totally makes sense, right? Two Grand Slam champions in WWE. Outstanding matchup. Twitter was just buzzing about the whole match. And honestly, I wasn't able to watch the match. I was out, and all I saw was just Twitter raving about it. But it was a near fall for the Miz, but Seth Rollins got that victory with a nice stomp. But you know what? This certainly kept Miz in the hot seat in the talks because he hasn't had put on the match like this in quite some time. And I know they have some chemistry, these two, but tonight was incredible. And I think they both wanted to deliver, especially Seth Rollins after not being able to make last week's Monday Night Raw and also being cut short. So maybe Triple H said, "Hey, you know what? Go put on a banger."
And that's exactly what he did
Mm,
for sure. Two veterans in the WWE really put out for a great match tonight. And it was good to see Seth Rollins pick up a win for sure.
absolutely. Now, let's talk about our next segment, Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley. Just like another rivalry that we've been seeing the past few months,
For the US Championship.
yes, and I didn't expect anything crazy. You know, I didn't expect anything crazy. The challenger appeared poised to win, so Bobby Lashley almost took the W until Bronson Reed attacked him out of nowhere, ending in a no contest. Still your United States champion, Austin Theory. And this is where I hope that Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley maybe finish their things at Backlash, or they both get drafted to stay on Raw, or they both get drafted together wherever they go, and they continue their awesome feud. But we still got a few weeks of building up this feud because it's just certainly something where this is where Bronson Reed is finally being recognized, where I actually care for him for once.
Absolutely, man. This was great. I loved how the match ended in no contest, build
Mm.
that rivalry up. It would
And
just
even Theory, what was it? Yeah, after Bronson Reed was being put in a hurt lock by Bobby Lashley, I think Theory, even after the match ended and whatnot, Theory broke up a hurt lock on Reed with a drop kick and then slithered away. So it looked like uh it looked like Theory, he's being a sly dog, and then a tsunami to Lashley. Kevin Patrick, man, he just went crazy. He did the tsunami, and Corey Graves wasn't happy about it. It was just awesome. But it was good to see Theory get the last, I guess,
laugh, you could say.
laugh. That's a good way to put it. But you know what? It made him look good, and nonetheless, it was a decent segment. Let's talk
Talk
about our
about
next segment, Kyle.
talk
Trish
about looking good,
Stratus.
right, man? Here we go.
Oh,
Trish
the
Stratus
dra-
having one hell of a promo, man, getting the crowd behind her. Heel Trish is in full effect, saying how
oh,
she is the number one woman in the women's division. It wouldn't be here today without her, and I completely agree with her. And she's ready to take down everybody in that women's division. It sounds like.
I think so. She reminded the whole wrestling world of her place as a pioneer, revolutionary, basically scalding Becky Lynch for not thanking her for all that she's done for women's wrestling. It would have been nice if WWE didn't pipe in fake boos to help drown out the what chants. The
Cheers,
what chants
yeah.
weren't even that loud. It seemed like the crowd, like a quarter of the crowd was chanting them, but it's just like, If you're gonna chant what, man, just have the whole crowd just hijack. But they definitely were putting some fake audible boos throughout the segment to hide those. But whatever, it is what it is. But hopefully we get some more with Becky Lynch. I think she actually has a small injury, and that's what's happening with her not being on Raw tonight, especially blacking out her Twitter. There's some build up they're doing for this. So same as Drew McIntyre, not sure, but it's certainly something with the draft. They're putting some big stars on notice, making everybody buzz a little bit about it.
Two leaders of the evolution of the women's division on Raw and SmackDown. I'd love to see this, man. And whenever they have that match, it's going to be an absolute war for sure.
I think so. Let's talk about a war next. Last Friday night on SmackDown, tag team champs Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Excuse me, this coming Friday night on SmackDown, Liv Morgan and Raquel, the new women's tag team champs, will defend against Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, who actually prepared for their title opportunity by defeating Michin and Candice LeRae tonight. It was a good match, a little underwhelming, but you know what? Green and Deville could possibly become women's tag team champs, and it would be quite upsetting to see Raquel and Liv take the loss. But you know what? I think Deville and Green, they're definitely up for it.
I like this tag team. I really do.
Mm.
Ending the segment with throwing water in their faces, getting the
Oh, it
champs
was great.
hot and bothered. It was just absolutely fantastic. But you know
You
what?
saw the water bottle in what was it? Chelsea Green's hand. You already know it was going to happen.
Oh
You
yeah.
already, you already do, man. But you know what? I'm excited. I'm excited to see what goes on with this women's division, especially after the draft. What's going to be cooking? What's going to be up with some new feuds? But it is what it is. A nice smooth sail into our main event: Sami Zayn, KO, and Riddle versus the Judgment Day. Judgment Day hoping to vow for the Usos to take care of the Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Riddle problem. It was a little chaotic, but you know what? It was a good match. Crowd was hot. Some nice chants throughout the night. All superstars had a play in this match, and it was good. So the way that ended was good. Zayn, Owens, and Riddle defeated the Judgment Day. Then LWO came out, Usos came out, and basically the faces were all standing tall. But it was a good way to wrap up what feels like probably the best Raw that we've had in quite some time. There are some ups and downs to it, a little bit of filler here and there, but I'm curious what's going to go on with this draft. I really am, especially under Triple H. What does he have in store?
You and me both, man.
Mm.
That Raw after WrestleMania is a distant memory. Oh my God, I'm so glad that happened.
Oh,
No more Vince McMahon. Let's keep it that way.
keep it that way.
Definitely an excellent way to end the show tonight. Let us know what you guys thought about this week's Monday Night Raw. Always like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Until then, peace out.
Peace.
This has been KozMatt. Thanks for watching.